Is is a command just an object literal with multiple actions like click, drag, etc.? Not exactly. A command is not a collection of actions. It is a single specific request wrapped in an object. So this is not command click member click with a value true, comma, member drag with a value false, comma, member right click with a value false. That just state. A real command looks like this. Inside of the object or open semi-curly bracket, a member type with a value string open underscore chat, or another object with a member type with a value capital delete underscore user string, comma, member user ID with a value 42. Or in OOP style, you have class open chat command. Inside of this object or class is execute parameter chat service. Inside of this is chat service that open method then closing. Now each command represents one intention on or one request. So it's not a literal object literals that have multiple action. It's a specific type of action, such as here, delete user with the user ID 42. So that specific action along with the metadata that will distinguish who that specific action is, such as this user ID. So a click, drag, and right click is not really a command. So not multiple. The key shift, normal call, chat.open method, command version, you convert that to type colon type member with the value capital open underscore capital chat string. You are turning do something into here's a description of something that should be done. That's the pattern. Now your second question, very good. When you say chain of mediators executing commands, do you mean command pattern is inside middleware? Yes, but let's say it precisely. Middleware itself is usually part of a mediator pipeline. And what flows through that pipeline? Often commands. Example in Express, HTTP request post slash users. That request is basically a command. String create user. Middleware chain, mediator pipeline. So you have requests to auth middleware, to validation middleware, to logging middleware, to route handler. Each middleware step inspects the command, modifies it, blocks it, passes it along. So middleware equal mediator chain, request is equal to command. So the command are the one or the request that pass along the middleware chain or the mediator chain. Another example, Redux, even clearer. Dispatch with a parameter object, this inside this object a member type with a value capital login underscore user string, then closing. That object is a command. Redux store plus middleware pipeline equal mediator system. So the store, again, that store is not the one or the mediator part of Redux. I forgot what it is, but I think that's, it's the publisher and observer. So when you add that, you have the mediator system. So again, a mediator is a combination of mediator and the pub slash sub. So the pipeline decides, should we allow this? Should we log it? Should we call API? Should we update state? So yes, command lives inside mediator system very often. Important distinction, mediator equal controls system interactions, Command equal represent an action request. They're not the same thing. So the action request, the one in the browser, is actually a command because that object represents the request, while the mediator controls the system interactions. They are not the same thing, they work together. Think of it like this. Role, button click, pattern, command created. Role, event bus, pattern, transport command. So event bus is still a command, but it's in a transport side. A button click is mapped to an object command that will be created. Role mediator pattern decides what happens after that button click and event bus. Role receiver pattern executes command or action. Now your LiveKit example, user clicks toggle chat instead of chat.open method. You likely have toggle underscore chat method. But imagine you formalize it to an object with a member type with the value capital toggle underscore chat string. So instead of opening the chat directly, you have that specific method for toggle underscore chat. But if you formalize it with a command like this, type toggle underscore chat, now your room chat controller mediator would be able to add another capability such as check permissions, check layout mode, check role, decide open slash close. The command says I request toggle. The mediator decides given current system state, here's what that means. That's architecture. So the mental model that will make everything click. Think of a restaurant. Customer, I want pizza. Pizza. That sentence is a command. Waiter, mediator, coordinates kitchen, billing, etc. Kitchen, receiver, executes command. The customer doesn't cook, the waiter doesn't cook, the kitchen doesn't talk to the customer. The separation is the entire point. Now let's correct one subtle misunderstanding. You said chain of mediators executing commands. More precise, a mediator system processes commands. Middleware is often a chain of processors inside the mediator architecture. Each step doesn't create commands, it handles them. Ultra clean summary. Command, here is something that should happen. Mediator, given the system state, here is how it will happen. Observer, something happened. Event aggregator, here's the message, whoever cares react. Middleware, let's process this command step by step.